This morning, President Trump is threatening he's just getting started with the most destructive strikes on Iran. The president posting this video of Iran's tallest bridge up in smoke and collapsing. Iran says 8 people were killed in the blast, 95 people were hurt. The president says the military hasn't even begun to hit what's left across the Islamic Republic. Also breaking, Iran's semi-official state news agency is reporting a U.S. fighter jet was shot down over central Iran. The agency posting these photos online of what they claim is wreckage of that downed jet. As of now, the U.S. Central Command has not confirmed nor denied this attack. So that's a huge caveat right off the top here. Let's get straight on out to NewsNation international correspondent Robert Sherman, who's on the ground in Tel Aviv as Iran has been firing at Israel overnight. Robert, good morning to you. The president says energy sites are next.
All a part of the pressure plan that the White House and U.S. forces are applying here on Iran, which we have seen on full display overnight. Infrastructure sites such as the B1 bridge, which connects Tehran to Karaj, well, that's just the latest incident that we have seen here coming from U.S. forces in order to limit Iran's ability in order to move munitions, missile supplies as well, degrading Iran's capabilities in all elements. And the president says this is just the beginning. In a Truth Social post, he writes, "Our military, the greatest and most powerful by far anywhere in the world, hasn't even started destroying what's left in Iran. Bridges next, then electric power plants. New regime leadership knows what has to be done and has to be done fast." From the Israeli side in all of this, the hits keep coming on Iranian missile sites, their launchers, their stockpiles, their production capabilities, the focus being on trying to drain out Iran's launch capabilities in order to drive them back further and further away from western and central Iran. Still, we see Iran's capabilities showing the ability in order to touch Israeli airspace. We had multiple missile salvos here over the last 24 hours with confirmed attacks coming from Yemen, from Lebanon, and of course from Iran as well. This is some of the damage that we have seen in central Israel here that people have been waking up to here this morning, with Israeli and American forces contending that they will continue to try and pound away at these Iranian targets as much as possible. But still, here we are at this juncture, 5 weeks in to Operation Epic Fury. And I would say there is surprise on the ground here that Iran still has the ability in order to threaten the airspace here. Markie?
And Robert, you also spoke exclusively to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky yesterday. He has been watching this war from the sidelines. What all did he share with you about where he thinks this is headed?
Yes, the Ukrainian leader has been watching the situation here intently, which underscores just exactly how wide-spanning this conflict here in the Middle East can be. And he gave his first public comments in the wake of President Trump's address to the nation, in which he gave a warning to the United States, saying it's best to wind down the fight here in the Middle East as quick as possible. Here's what he said.
I think that United States and all the nations have to do everything to end this war as quick as possible. If it's more than 1 month, then it can be more than half a year. It would become the big war. And in any way, it doesn't matter what the roots of the beginning of the war. The end is very painful.
He also warned about Iran's drone production capabilities, saying that the longer that this goes here, the more that advantage will shift towards Iran, because they can crank out drones more quickly than the United States can crank out interceptors, and eventually that advantage will favor Tehran. Markie?
Robert Sherman, live for us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.